On this channel, we are transparent about finances to give you an idea of how things will be slapping your bank account should you decide to go to this particular destination. And this video specifically is about Marrakesh. Now, what's different is my other videos were me traveling solo, and actually it works out more expensive when you travel solo because it's just you, right? But yeah, Marrakesh, it was 4 in total, me and my 3 sisters. And yeah, I wanted to share with you what did we pay and how much did we pay, and hopefully in that you pick up things that will help you in planning your trip to Marrakesh. Please, Marrakesh plan. The first time I went to Marrakesh, which was 2017, we just got the deepest culture shock because we assumed it would be like it's Africa, you know, and we assumed it would be like every other tourist destination. But actually, not that there's massive differences, and I've made a separate video about how to prepare for going to Marrakech, Morocco. But it's just that if you're ill prepared, some things are just gonna be like, okay, and you're gonna be uneasy, and it will just dampen your entire experience. But Morocco is beautiful. Honestly, if I could live there, I say that about every place I go to, but if I could live in Morocco, I would. I really would. I love chaotic environments. I love bustling, hustling cities. I'm a city girl, so yeah. Anyway, I digress. I've got notes here, and we're going to be running through the numbers in terms of what I paid for our time in Marrakesh. We were there in June, and I say this in terms of keep in mind the heat, the weather, the peak holiday season, so that will affect the numbers, what you pay if you go in peak season, which June is, because yeah. We were there for 4 nights, 5 days, and we had a half board. We had the family room, which had a double bed, 1 bathroom, and 2 single beds. So the room was set up quite cool, actually. It was two levels. There's a ground floor with the double bed, a seating area, and a bathroom, and then it had like you could climb the ladder situation and then go up, and it had a loft situation going where there was also like a couch, 2 single beds, and it was really cool. It was cool. Anyway, numbers. We paid for that £1,206 for half board, like I said, for 4 nights. And I'm so glad that we literally were counting the pennies in terms of how much is it actually worth it to do half board as opposed to breakfast only. And honestly, the numbers, it worked out about £50 less if we didn't take the half board. So we would have saved £50, but it didn't take into account what we would be spending outside. So I say this to say, yes, it might work out cheaper. However, the experience of you just coming out at your doorstep of your room to eat, the table was set, you're served a 3-course meal, and it just felt so beautiful. I'm very glad I did it. I loved the experience. It was my first time experiencing half board. I think where I would have been put off is if I had to go to one canteen to go and get the food, but this was a table being set each time we say we're ready to eat now, or we tell them and they start cooking, and then the food was fresh. And what I would say as well is you will need to adjust your palate. Like, it was banter because when we were leaving England, we had breakfast in Nando's, and we packed a lot of their sauces with us and salt just in case, because I know the palate in Marrakesh, in Morocco, the food is fresh, it's very delicate flavors, and it's very it's not over seasoned, basically. That's the truth. And it's problematic because as an African, we typically over season our food. The chicken now tastes like, I don't know, MSG. But so what I'm trying to say is this is neither good or bad. It's just a fact, right? The food is nice. The food is really fresh. Over the days, we adjusted and we started to love and appreciate what they were making. The tangini dish with the triangle clay pot, I'm not a fan. I'm not overly this, but they're obviously very proud of that dish. And the hotel was like, the riad was trying to give us an authentic experience, so they will make us all these varied dishes. I would say lesson learned from that is ask them, what are you making, and ask them to adjust to your liking as well. Also, I would say, I think in hindsight, we should have told them that like we don't eat crazy amounts. And so often we wouldn't finish the food, like it was a lot of food. And of course it was a 3-course meal, so the mains would be really much. But basically the food half board, I think it was a great idea. Also, I think why we loved the half board is we stayed in a riad. Please don't go to Marrakech and book a hotel. It's just like, why? Get an authentic experience and stay in a riad. Better yet, like stay in the riad in the Medina, in the old city, where you hear the hustle and bustle, you hear the prayer calls. I love a city life, and I know that's just me. I don't know what you like, but if you want as close to an authentic experience as possible, do not book a hotel. Try to not book an Airbnb as well. Book a riad, because they will cater to you. Customer service, they really try. They really try. Okay, flights. The leg going to Marrakech, we went with Wizz Air. I made a video about that. I did not like my experience. I made a video about that, inspired a video about budget airlines. I did not like my experience there. Anyway, the total upon booking was £470. This total, I think, is way more because we were charged so many things going by Wizz Air, which we were just not prepared for. That's that video. You can go and check it out if you're interested. And then we came back with British Airways. Please all, don't cut corners. Just don't skimp on things like flights and hotel, because ultimately it ends up actually costing you more. Also, the benefit being with British Airways, you get 23 kgs luggage in your hand luggage. So if you're coming back with souvenirs, it works out perfectly, because that's like 4 people, 23 kgs. Going out, our night outings, we arranged going out through the hotel and coming back, because I value my safety and I don't want stress. Like I talked about in my other video, the streets in Marrakech, everybody wants to redirect you, and you can easily be confused and be swindled, and it can easily turn aggressive because they know what they're doing and they know that you don't know. So things like transport, arrange it through the hotel, which we did. Our hotel bill, the extras, came to £311, and that included drinks, because the half board doesn't include drinks and water. And there was one day we were hungry at such a random time and we ordered lunch. We basically ordered lunch. It also included for 4 of us to get a massage and to get the hammam treatment, which I think for the level of shenanigans we got up to in that hotel, including transport, this £311 includes transport to and from the airport, transport every day. Every time we went out at night time, we booked them through the hotel for someone to take us to where we went and to come back. Okay, going out, we went to the souka. The souka, you have to book, you have to pay a deposit. The souka is basically a massive, huge restaurant with entertainment, and it's fun. It's cool. Like it's you feel bougie, and they take their performances very seriously, which we love. So you book a deposit and you pay 1,200 dirhams. 1,200 dirhams for your deposit for 4 people. Keep in mind all these numbers are for 4 people. And then when we were there, sorry, I don't have the dirham value, but we added to our deposit £165 because we ordered a little bit extra. Keep in mind, in my hotel, in my food bills, none of us drink alcohol, so this doesn't include alcohol. It will be slightly more for you if you drink alcohol. So the souka we spent in total, I want to say 1,200 dirhams is around £95. And so I want to say we spent around £380 pounds that night out for the 4 of us. I'm happy with that amount because I felt we got entertainment, we got fun, we got food. The food was good. But don't let the souqa be the only place you go. Ask your hotel, like, what other places do you recommend? Because local people know where it's at. And I love asking that. Like, you know, ask somebody at the hotel that you can see, you assess. Don't ask on the first day. Watch the people. See who you feel like, she can gauge my vibe, I'll gauge her vibe. And their recommendations will most likely match like what you're into or where they go for fun. And let them like maybe call for you, book for you, because we did that a few times. We went to Teatro. Teatro was phenomenal. It was such a shame. We went on a Wednesday night, and there were no performances on a Wednesday night. But what it is supposed to be is a club, and on certain nights they have, I think they said Friday and Sundays, they have performances, acrobats, fire spitting, like clown looking things, like it's just, yeah. But anyway, we paid £182 to book a table with drinks. Obviously the drinks value had to be converted to soft drinks, and like we tried to ask for mocktails. They said don't do mocktails, so it was just soft drinks we were drinking. But I think for me it was just more about sitting, enjoying the music. The DJ was putting it down. I love a good club. I love good music, a good mix. He was throwing it down. So that came to, for 4 of us to book a table, £182. Okay, so quad biking was a separate activity that we did. I didn't partake in it. I wasn't feeling it. I've done quad biking a few times. That was the day I went and got henna. What I will say to you is any activity that you want to do during the day, look for it through getyourguide.com, because if you book it through your hotel, which they can do for you, it will be significantly more because they charge per person and they charge in euros. Like for example, we paid the same price for 4 people that the hotel was trying to charge for the equivalent of 2 people. So we would have paid double. A little bit over double because they were also going to charge us for transport, whereas when you book it with Get Your Guide, they come pick you up. It's included in the price. I went and got cornrow done in the market because I was fed up with my hair. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I was going to natural girly it out throughout, and yeah, but that cost 250 dirham to just cornrow wig, like the wig cornrow, just cornrow with my hair. And then we went to Batcha Coffee. Batcha Coffee was fun. What an experience. I'm going to make a separate video about that. In total, we spent £62 for our bill in Batcha Coffee, which I think for the service, for the experience, for the location, for the quality of food, for 4 people, £62. I think that's amazing. Basically, this is the total spent on my trip to Marrakech. Obviously it's a guide. There's other things that are not included in there that have been missed out that I'll probably remember later on, but I think within that it gives you an idea of what you can expect if you're going as a group, or you can just divide these by 4 to get an idea of cost for you. And it depends on your taste, like what do you like, what are you open, how much are you open to spending. But I hope this is helpful. Let me know if you have any questions or any experiences you want to share from your time in Marrakech or traveling anywhere else around that part of the world. I will see you in the next video. This is going to be it for now. Thank you so much for staying to the end, and yeah, stay safe.